it's Arica! And Jessica! We're going to talk to you about our pet peeves and the things that really annoy us. First off, I'd like to talk about when I'm walking in the hallways at school and someone walks really speedy fast in front of me and then they stop because they forget something and bump straight into you. And they're like, bitch, watch where you going, like it's your fault. It's definitely not your fault because they obviously are the ones that walked in front of you and stopped and then ran into you.
Okay, one of my pet peeves is when somebody asks you, guess what? You normally say what? And then the person normally tells you, da da da, that's what. Well, I hate when people go, oh, nothing. Nothing, it's no big deal. I can't tell you. I'm like, oh, okay. You're wondering about it all day long. What was that person going to say to me? Was it important? Or, yeah.
Another thing that really makes me mad, people who cheat, because obviously you don't like the person you're with and you can just break up with them and go out with the person that you do like. Because I'd rather wake up to a 4 a.m. call saying, listen, I like someone else, we need to break it off. I could go to sleep being like, okay, we broke up, that pretty much sucks. But if someone calls me in the morning, they're like, listen, I fucked some Mexican stupid fucking skank, then I'd be pretty pissed off. I wouldn't be able to go back to sleep, I'd be upset, I'd be like, dang, what the fuck does that Mexican bitch have that I don't? Oh, I don't know, maybe boobs? No, she's fucking flat-chested too. Not like I'm going from personal experience or anything. I really don't like cheaters.
And another one is when a good girl, good-hearted person, solely good person, me, gets left for a bisexual slash lesbian slash nasty. When your boyfriend goes, hey, I don't like you anymore. I like this girl that likes girls. That's good. Yeah, I hate that.
Another thing, I'm not racist or anything, but I hate that I can't make racial remarks without being a racist. Like, black people can walk up to me and be, cracker girl, what good, cracker, cracker, cracker. And if I say the N-word, that big capital N, not allowed to say word because I'm of Caucasian color, I'm definitely the biggest racist in the world. But, you know, they can turn around, go out in the hallway and start saying it themselves because, like, you know, that's a God-given word that black people can say it, but white people can't. I think that if we're called crackers, white people should be able to say crackers and not black people, but that's just my opinion.
And then when you're on the phone and you're like really, really tired, then the person you're talking to on the other line falls asleep. You're like, hey, wake up. And they wake up and you're like, I'm gonna go. And they're like, no, I want to talk to you. And you're like, well, we're not talking. And they're like, no, I just want to talk to you. I'm not asleep. You're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're asleep because you're not talking. But that's just me.
And another thing that really, really pisses me off is when someone thinks it's fun to prank call you, which it's fun, it's cool. I love it when people prank call me. You know, it's funny, and they're like, hey, is your refrigerator running? Hey, bitch, I don't have a refrigerator, thanks, I'm poor as fucking shit. And you hang up because you know, like, the joke's on them. No, but when someone calls you and you're like, hey, hello? And they'll be like, hey, who's this? Tits! And they hang, no, that's not funny. Definitely not. If you're gonna prank call someone, at least have a funny punchline, something that's worth your while, something that you can joke back to, something you can be like, hey, someone prank called me last night and they had a really funny joke to tell. Tits is not a funny joke. And neither is calling someone and leaving them a voicemail while they're at school. Yo, this yo boy, Rodney, and you know, you gone to that party that I was at and we had sex and you have STDs now. Basically, you just called me telling me that you have STDs because I don't go to parties, so therefore we never had sex. So I got totally hammered at home on my own, got up sleepwalking, and then I went and had sex with some Rodney guy who has STDs. I can go on my assist and say, hey guys, Rodney has STDs, don't sleep with him. He just called and told me. It's not a joke. STDs aren't funny.